What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 30 of my Liverpool FC playthrough here in Football Manager 2016. Hopefully you guys are good. Today we're playing Arsenal. It's a big game, it's a big team. Arsenal, of course, been one of our rivals in this save. Last year they, of course, won the Premier League. And I didn't talk about the managerial changes in the league, but I'm going to go over them a little bit just quickly. But basically, Pellegrini took over Arsenal last summer. That was because Wenger retired, having won the league, decided to end on a high. Tottenham's current manager is still Pochettino. However, this is where things get interesting, because Chelsea last season sacked Mourinho and they brought in Emery. Emery even. If we look at their managers, actually, did they sack Mourinho? No, they had Ancelotti in between, but he got sacked as well. He didn't even last a year. But the reason Mourinho is on my mind is because he is actually the current manager of Manchester City. And there the circle of life is complete in a very weird way. Anyway, since the last episode, just two games to tell you guys about. Weird, kind of mixed results, really, I guess. First result, 4-0 against Manchester City. Amazing result. We dominated them. Joe Hart went off injured. I don't know if it's just me. I'm noticing a few goalkeepers getting injured in this game in FM16. I feel like every time I don't have a keeper on the bench now, it's actually a bit of a gamble this year. So that might be something I reconsider. But Daniel Sturridge with a hat-trick. Lacazette with one. We were flying high. I'm thinking we've recovered. You know, this is going to be the start of a nice winning run, having lost narrowly to Chelsea last episode. No, it wasn't. We lost 5-3 to Napoli, and as you can see here, Gabbiadini he went off. He scored 4. Yeah, we conceded 5. I mean, if you concede 5, it's very rare that you win, and that was the case here. And it's a bit disappointing to lose to Napoli because they are going to be one of our big rivals in our group, really. I expect Barcelona to walk this Champions League group, but between ourselves and Napoli, going to be a little bit of a battle. But anyway, as I said, only the 2 games since last episode. There are a few things that I thought I'd talk about just a little bit. The first thing being that I learned how to say Kovacic's name. It's Kovacic, I believe. I've probably said that wrong now. I found a YouTube channel. I can't remember what the name of it was. It had like 50,000 subscribers, and it's just this woman who records herself saying different things. I think she had over 140,000 videos. Like, I was amazed, and there was one about Matteo Kovacic here, although apparently I didn't learn it. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I'm going to go and double check after this. Anyway, other stuff I wanted to talk about. Firstly, new contracts. We did a lot of new contract stuff. I've got the wrong squad view up here. If we go to custom... Is it this squad view? I swear I had a squad view set up with contracts. That was definitely a thing at some point. What about if I remove this column? Okay, well, we've lost it. I don't know what happened. Let's go to the contract view. As you can see here, lots of new contracts. Very few players' contracts really running out the end of this year. You can see most players got a minimum of 3 years left on their contracts, which really gives you an idea of what I think of my current set of players. I'm very, very happy with them. You'll notice if we look at the players with 5 years left on their deal, everyone above Sturridge, Andre Kubas, who's obviously a really talented centre mid, but you've got other players here, Coutinho, Tielemans, Firmino, Maya, Henderson, Klein, Barbosa. They've signed 5-year contracts. I've tied them down to long-term deals, and I'm really happy about that because, well, it means that they can't go running off anywhere if things go horrifically wrong, which hopefully they won't, but I mean, it's good to have some security there, so that was good. The other thing I talked about was our transfers and the fact we'd made a load of money. Now, as you can see here, we have made, 35 million there or thereabouts. Obviously, Premier League has a load of TV money. You can see here, our club overall balance is 80 million. We actually have a load of wage budget. How much are we actually spending of our wage budget? So we're currently spending £2.5 million on wages, and we've got about the same wage budget, actually. It's only slightly excess. I wonder if we made a board request if they'd give us more money now because of our budget. Let's do it. Why not? I can't stress how important I believe this to be. We might get left behind by our rivals. Okay, I understand. We'll ask again in January. But yeah, loads of money. Club's in a really, really healthy financial position. And it's fan-bloody-tastic, really. It means we have a lot of money to spend maybe in the future. Certainly a new stadium might be on the horizon. I believe, I'm now going off memory here, I have requested improved training and youth facilities. So that's something good. That, of course, has already been paid for, so that's been taken out of the finances. But yeah, we've got that going on the go too. So there's been a few little things happening over the course of the summer. Didn't cover all of them last episode just because it was a bit of a mad kind of episode last time. Obviously, we had that big game, loads of transfers. Talking of which, I said I'd kind of bring your attention to any of the good youth prospects if they start performing well. I need to give Carl Collier. Is it Collier? We'll go with it. We need to give him a shout out, this guy. He's improved a lot, but he made his under-21s debut in the last international break, and he got 3 goals in 2 games, which is pretty decent. And yeah, he's looking like he could be a good little star for England. So there's his shout out. He's got a cool hairdo, although I can't help but feel he's just trying to copy the hairdo of our best prospect in our team, who of course is, drumroll please, Sampaio. I need to work out how to say this guy's name in a Portuguese accent, but he's got the same haircut. Imagine these two in centre attacking mid. It's going to be terrifying. Just the mohawk. I might just make a team of players with mohawks. Maybe that's the thing to do. Already got Sacco. Does he have a mohawk in his picture? He does. Oh, excellent. Look at that. We're sorted. Anyway, I'm getting very off topic here this episode. It's one of these ones where I've only got one game to show. So I feel I need to drag it out as long as possible. Let's get into the game. Obviously, we have played that one extra game since the last episode. You can see we actually sit in second. Chelsea, they lost to Arsenal 3-1. This Arsenal game is a big one for us. They are unbeaten in the league. As are Spurs, who are currently top of the division. They've been doing really well. Spurs obviously finished 3rd in the Premier League last year. So not a team to be underestimated by any means. But it's going to be equally as big today, I think, against the reigning champions in Arsenal. So we'll get into the game. Just a few little bits of news, I guess. Cataldi got sent off in the Manchester City game. 3-match ban for him. Vlasic is injured, but obviously he's on loan at Marseille. And Witsel got injured on international duty for Belgium, and he's out for between 5 and 10 days. So anyway, looking at our team for today's game, lacking a little bit of condition, but we're going to chance it on a few players because I feel like I need to. But looking across our team, pretty much a full strength side. Pretty happy with the players at our disposal. Condition's really the only sticking point. Both first choice strikers are back, which is really good. Obviously, they've been banging in a few goals for us since the last episode, and hopefully they can do that again here. We definitely missed having our 2 best strikers for the game against Chelsea. That was a really tricky game. Looking at who we're playing here, you can see Higuain starting up top for Arsenal. I'm surprised they've signed him, but he's pretty decent. Was he there last year? I don't think he was. He wasn't. So they spent 50 million on Higuain. That's a big transfer. Obviously, left wing, Alexis Sanchez. Nothing too crazy there. A little bit odd to see Chamberlain doing... I guess to see Chamberlain starting. You don't really associate him as an Arsenal starter in real life. I guess that's because of his injuries. But in FM, he still has a fair bit of potential. Looks like he's living up to that at the moment. Ozil in the middle, Ramsey and Cazorla. I'm kind of looking at this team thinking that they're not going to be great defensively in the midfield, and we might be able to take them advantage of that. I think that's going to be the plan. But yeah, very good team. Not too many crazy transfers. Obviously, our team here, you can see it, Lacazette, Sturridge, Gertz. The trio up top, hoping that they're going to work some magic for us today. But yeah, we need to win this game, really, especially after the disappointing result last time. That would be great to get a win here. Next episode, we're taking on Barcelona. So, I mean, for our first 3 games of the season, live comms, all to be against Chelsea, Arsenal and Barcelona. I could have picked easier games, certainly. I feel like this is something that concerns me a little bit, I guess. When I do my live comms, I tend to pick the bigger teams, and so you guys don't actually see me win that often. Well, I say win that often. We do win, of course. But obviously, if I was just a live commerce thrashing Derby County and Sheffield Wednesday every week, I would. And I could. But I like to do these bigger games. I feel like there's more on the line. But I'm under no illusion that this kind of game, it's going to be tricky. Looking at the stats, though, Arsenal tearing us a new one. That is not good to see. Do I want to make a change? No, I don't. Right, we're just going to stick to our guns. At the moment, Arsenal haven't created a lot for all the ball they've had, and we're on the attack here. Mario Götze, Petr Cech with the save. But yeah, as I mentioned, it's a little bit of a shame in some ways that I only live com the bigger games. Maybe I should do a few smaller games. Let me know what you think. It's something that I've been throughout this series, I've been a bit unsure of, if I'm honest. We need to defend here, though. Kieran Gibbs whips it in, headed away by Sacco. Götze there. Now can we counter? Lacazette, the speedy Frenchman, threads inside to Henderson. Options to his right. Moreno out on the overlap. Whips it in. Daniel Sturridge scores. Please don't be offside. He isn't offside. That's his 6th goal of the season. Moreno with an incredible cross in there. And Danny Sturridge making that darting run across towards the near post. Just finishes it. Nice and calm. I think that's his, well, it is his 6th goal of the season, which is not a bad return because I think this is the 6th league game. But yeah, great little run, just a glancing header. Petr Cech going to struggle to make a save with that kind of shot from inside the 6-yard box. And we take an early lead with our second shot of the game. And Arsenal giving us the ball again here. Can we counter? Danny Sturridge, he's onside. Please bury it, Daniel. Is he onside? Don't raise the flag. He's not raised the flag. I'm always paranoid when the official stands in still on the byline. We've scored again. We've hit Arsenal on the counter. Lacazette that time with an incredible ball to Sturridge. And it's just a tidy little finish. Fantastic stuff by Danny. Taking 2 really good chances and, well, burying them. And last season we struggled a little bit in these kind of games, particularly earlier on in the season against some of the bigger teams. We seemed to miss chances that came our way, but 2 fantastic finishes there. Of course, we did beat Manchester City 4-0 since last episode, so we've shown that we can score. And Lacazette on the attack here hits it, just goes over the crossbar, did well until the finish. And, wow, this has been a fantastic start to the game. If we could get one more before half-time, we are on cloud 9. Or cloud 3, I guess, because it would only be 3-0. But we do need to stay switched on because Arsenal have had a slightly more of the ball. Granted, since we got that first goal of ours, we've been on the break. And now Danny Sturridge, I thought he was in for his hat-trick. Intercepted, though, by the defender. And now Higuain bringing it forward. This is pretty end-to-end. And Sanchez and Mignolet. What a save, my son. The Belgian beast in goal. Probably a player I should be looking to replace sooner or later. Of course, we do have the young Serbian keeper, whose name I've still not learnt to pronounce. Waiting in the wings for a chance. He's out on loan at Stuttgart at the moment, of course. As we are on the attack here. Come on, Goetze, Danny Sturridge, you're in on a hat-trick. Finish it. What a finish that is too. 3-0. First half hat-trick for Daniel Sturridge. We are having fun out here tonight. What a goal. This game could have started off very differently. I think Higuain hit the post in the first minute, but as it stands, we've scored again. I'm going to switch from director, I think. I think I'm going to switch to close. Yeah, we're going to do it. I feel like if I don't have it on close camera, sometimes you just don't get a very good angle on director at the moment. Hopefully they'll improve that. But let's tell the players happy with how things are going. They all look delighted. I'm delighted. We are having some fun. As I said after we scored our third. This is the kind of performance I wanted to see in a live com. I said I was a little bit nervous about doing these games because there's always the chance you end up losing every single one. But this is kind of how we performed against Manchester City. There was very little fear in the team. I mean, we went a man down against Man City in the second half and still managed to score a goal. But yeah, this has been a fantastic first half. Mario Götze, an 8.7. And Sturridge, of course, 9.5. Just taking every chance that comes his way. Let's make a few changes here. I'm going to bring on, I think, Firmino. The way I'm going to do this, I'm actually going to move Henderson to... Oh, actually, do I want to bring on Firmino? I'm going to move Henderson to CDM, or I guess centre mid defend. I'm going to take off Maya, who's booked and hasn't had the best game. I'm actually going to bring on Bazor. I think we're also going to take off Coutinho and bring on Tielemans. I'm probably going to bring on Firmino with about 15 minutes left. Just stick him up front, maybe in place of Lacazette, maybe in place of Götze. So we'll see how players' conditions are holding up. I know the defence is pretty tired. I'm hoping that's not going to be an issue as well. Oxlade-Chamberlain grabs a goal and suddenly it's not that comfortable. I'm going to get a little bit kind of, what's the word, shuffly in my chair. That's not the technical term, but yeah, suddenly I'm not as relaxed as perhaps I was. Mignolet perhaps should do better there. I feel like for all the crap you give keepers in FM when you watch a key highlight in 3D and they don't make a save, like if you watch a game in full, the saves they make are incredible. Although, oh dear, Kazuki Honda, the Japanese international scores. Sanchez whips it in. And then it's a looping header that just goes over Mignolet. And over everyone and in. And oh dear, we've just conceded 2 goals in about 5 minutes. And it's 3-2. And suddenly it's squeaky bum time with my defenders looking absolutely knackered. Do I want to change my defence around? Not really. I'm going to bring on... This is a horrible situation to be in. I'm going to take off Klein and bring on Gomez. I hate to change around my centre-backs. Especially mid-game. I'm always worried. And it's kind of probably more of, I guess... I don't know what you'd call it. Like a placebo. It's not actually a thing, but I'm always paranoid when I change my centre-backs that the gelling's not going to be there and you're kind of going to offset your team, although maybe I wish I'd put on fitter centre-backs because Higuain has just crushed every dream of mine. It's 3-3. It's 3-3. I feel crushed. I was loving this game at 3-0. Loving it. And now I'm sat with my hands on my head, leaning away from my mic like a true professional. Oh, shit. It's not gone great. Not gone great here. I mean, we have 10 minutes to maybe do something. But I've used all my subs. I don't really want to go more defensive. Particularly in a game where we've scored 3 and we were looking okay until about half an hour ago. I'm going to stick to my guns and hope that Kurt Zouma and Sacco stay fit. Oh my gosh, Zouma, what have you just done? Oh my gosh, my heart's just been destroyed. What has Kurt Zouma just... I don't think I've ever lost a game from 3-0 up in a live com before. Oh, what has Kurt Zouma done? It was going too well. I got cocky. I thought we'd won. Why didn't I go more defensive? Oh my, if we concede an... Oh, I bet he gets sent off as well. I bet he does. Okay, it's only a yellow. We're probably going to concede from the free kick anyway. Oh, my head is in my hands. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Oh, and now it's 5-3. It's all... I've just thrown a notepad on the floor. Oh, I hate Football Manager. Why would anyone want to play this game for fun? I mean, I've only got myself to blame. 3-0 up, should have shut up shop. Half time, we're laughing. We've just completely fucked this up. Pardon my French, like this is going to have to... I wish there was an explicit... I mean, Zouma, don't get sent off. Okay, that's full... Oh dear. Well, I don't really know what to say. That was fucking awful. I'm far from pleased. I'm just sat here shaking my head. Boys, thank you for watching. For the second game in a row, we lose 5-3. But that one is a loss that is going to live long in my memory for all the wrong reasons. Next episode, I will be back for the Barcelona game. There's only 2 games until that one. Not going to cover Chelsea in the Capital One Cup because I don't care about it. And then Norwich in the Premier League. Well, they're bottom of the league at the moment. It's probably not going to be too interesting. But yeah. Please someone cheer me up. Tell me that you've had an experience similar to that in FM. If you have, leave it down in the comments. Let me know what happened. If you've enjoyed this video, if you've enjoyed my suffering, smash the like button. I won't be. I've not enjoyed it. And yeah, other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.